Hello students, I am Deepika Jain from Western English Medium School Petlad, and today I am going to discuss a new poem, and the name of the poem is The Squirrel. The Squirrel is very interesting poem written by Mildred Bowers Armstrong. Here in this poem, the poet recalls his past memory about his childhood. When the poet was a child, he used to play with squirrel. Squirrel tease him and he liked to play with squirrel. He recalls his past memory in this poem. When he was a child like you, he liked to play with squirrel. He tease him, etc. What the things he recalls in this poem. So this is a very interesting poem about squirrel. You must have seen squirrel many a times here and there nearby the trees. So squirrel is very interesting rodent, furry and naughty animal. Squirrel, students, you like squirrel? I hope that you all like squirrel. So now let us go into the poem. Let us read our poem. He wore a question mark for a tail. He wore a question mark for a tail. An overcoat of a grey. An overcoat of a grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play. He liked to tease and play. And if we ran around his tree, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. He went the other way. So students, this is a very short and simple poem. So now let us discuss a very first line. He wore a question mark for a tail. Why the poet says that he wore a question mark for a tail? Why in a first line poets say like that? So because poets say that now you can see the shape of the squirrel's tail is look like a question mark. That's why the poets compare squirrel tails with a question mark, because you can see this shape of the squirrel's tail is like question mark. Now second line, an overcoat of a grey. And overcoat of a grey. Overcoat means, students, see here the whole body of the squirrel is in a greyish and brownish shade. So the poet said that squirrel wore overcoat of grey color. मतलब ग्रे कलर का उन्होंने सब पहना है, पूरा बॉडी उसका जो ग्रे शेड में है. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He sat up straight. We see squirrel that bending here and there, moving round then. But while squirrel sits, it stay his fixed position. So now you can see in this image the squirrel is sitting straight to eat a nut. While eating, only squirrel sit straight. So the poet says that squirrel sat up straight to eat nut. Next line. He liked to tease and play. He liked to tease and play. Why the poet says the squirrel liked to tease and play? Because whenever we try to catch him, the squirrel went to the other way. So the squirrel teasing us. We can't catch in at once effort, or we can't catch squirrel. That's why the poets say he liked to tease and play with us, because we can play hide and seek with the squirrel. That's why the poets say he liked to tease and play. And if we run around his tree, and if we run around his, now poet says that, and whenever the poet try to catch squirrel, he turns to another way, or he change his place. Squirrel quickly changed its way. It went to the another way. He went the other way. Now squirrel is a very naughty animal. He directly changed its place. So nobody can catch squirrel. That's why the poets say he went the other way. So students, this is the poem of the squirrel. It is a very short, simple and interesting poem. I hope you like this. Thank you everyone.